Good evening and welcome to Gill Stadium here in Manchester for the Queen City Jamboree. This is game number 4 out of 5. It's your Bedford Bulldogs against the Broncos of Alvirne. I'm Harry Kozlowski here calling this game for you. It's just a exhibition scrimmage, but it's a chance for the teams to get their kind of work out some of the bugs and prepare for the regular season, which for Bedford begins next Friday, the 1st, against rivals BG. And that's going to be at Bedford Stadium. We'll have that for you on BCTV as well as Bedford 105.1 radio. Of course, the Bedford Bulldogs are the defending champions. They defeated the number 1 and undefeated Londonderry Lancers 15-14 at Exeter Ball Stadium. A winning field goal by Colby Snow with 10 seconds left was the difference in that one. Bedford was the number 10 seed in that tournament, the very first number 10 seed to ever win a football title. Of course, there was a big change in the NHIAA format, and they allowed 13 teams into the tournament. So that was a big change that allowed a lower seed to win. So we're getting ready to kick off here. Alvirne won the toss, and they're going to be going from my right to left. And kicking off here, it's Dom Tagliaferro, a returning senior. Ball falls off the tee. Conditions here kind of damp. It's a misty night. Soft drizzle falling on the field, so that may affect the ability for players to catch and throw the ball. I know that the game prior to this one, the BG Salem game, a number of turnovers in that game. BG, by the way, winning 21-13. So there's going to be 2 halves of football here today. Kick is off by Tagliaferro, fielded at the 14. Evading 1 tackle and then brought down at the 25-yard line is number 5, Aiden Mills, one of the captains, the senior captain running back for the Broncos, and they're going to be first on offense here. Broncos wearing white with gold helmets with red trim. Bedford in their home blacks. They are the home team in this contest. Black jerseys, white numbers, red trim. Alvirne is going to have a 1st and 10 here at the 25-yard line. They come up to the line of scrimmage. They're going to send out 4 wide receivers, 3 to the left, 1 to the right of senior quarterback Charlie Crawford. Or check that. That's junior quarterback, number 12. Quick throw to the flat and read perfectly. Tackled right on the spot by Dylan Soden. Ryan Richelieu, the receiver there for Alvirne. They wind up losing a yard, so it's going to be 2nd down and 11 here on the 24-yard line. Very sharp play there. Good read there by Soden to sniff that play out. Solo tackle. Two 12-minute halves here in this Jamboree exhibition. Motion by the receiver. Snap back to Crawford, handed off. And he's able to pick up that lost yard, maybe 1 extra, up to the 26-yard line. We're going to have 3rd down and 9 for the Broncos. Mills was the carrier. By the way, we'd like to welcome our viewers on Hudson TV who are enjoying this broadcast. Glad to have you on board. So 3rd and 9. Crawford in the shotgun with 1 back. 3 receivers are to the right side, 1 to the left. Crawford rolling to his right. Rolling. Throws the pass high over the head of his intended receiver. It was supposed to go to Cam Drowan. Missed him. It's now 4th and 9, and the Broncos will be punting away. Bedford sending 2 receivers in the back. We're going to have Tagliaferro along with Bennett Matthews, a sophomore wide receiver, both at around the 40-yard line. Punt. Good one. Driving Tagliaferro back. He gets it at the 33. Now he goes forward, gets around first phalanx of tacklers. shakes him off and finally brought out of bounds at the 50-yard line. Tackle there made by Aiden Kelly. And the Bulldogs will have excellent field position to start off their first possession here. 10-12 left in the first half. No score here at the Queen City Jamboree between the Alvirne Broncos and the Bedford Bulldogs. BCTV is going to be bringing you more Bedford Bulldog sports than ever. Oh, looks like we're going to have a penalty call here. They're going to move the ball back to the 40-yard line, waiting to see what the call is. So they're going to mark the ball at the 39-yard line. Didn't quite get that call, but it's going to cost the Bulldogs 10 yards of field position. So they're going to start on the 39-yard line. And Danny Black behind center, once again, one of 7 returning players who are senior leaders on this championship Bulldog squad. 2 in the backfield, 3 receivers, split. 2 to the left. Handoff, sweep 2 to the left. Enough for a first down. Brody Helton, the ball carrier for the Bulldogs. He's going to pick up 12 yards, good for a first down up to the Bulldogs' 42-yard line. Bedford quickly back to the line of scrimmage. This time sending out 4 receivers, just 1 back. Helton just to the right of Danny Black. Motion, low snap, hand off. That's Russell Ledger. Finds a seam going down the sideline. He's going to go all the way. The 10-5 touchdown. Russell Ledger. A 58-yard run at the 9:22 mark puts Bedford on the board 6-0. And that's a play that had a rough start. The snap low to the ground. Danny Black had to pick it up off the turf. Barely was able to get it to Ledger's hands. But it results into 6. And now the extra point. Snap is down, ball's up, it's blocked. Tagliaferro, the kicker there. Thomas Braga, the holder. So Bedford's going to have to settle for just 6 points on this drive. It's still a terrific start. 2 plays, 71 yards. Correction, make that a 61-yard drive. They started at their own 39-yard line. Or 29-yard line. So they're about to kick it off once again. Don't forget our home opener on BCTV and Bedford 105.1 against BG is next Friday, 7 p.m. from Bedford High School. And we'll have that game for you on BCTV and on radio on Bedford 105.1. Tagliaferro addressing his troops. Puts the ball on the tee. And we are ready to kick off here. Cam Drowan is back for Alvirne, along with Aiden Mills. Kick is away, and it's going to bounce into the end zone. Aiden Mills was actually, I think he thought it might go out of bounds. And Tagliaferro's kick manages just to catch the inside of the end zone marker there. It's going to be a touchback, and the ball will be at the 20-yard line. So Broncos with 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. If you're a parent of a Bedford student athlete or just a fan of Bulldogs sports, why not become a member of the Bedford Athletic Boosters Club? Visit their website for details on how you can join, how you can help out. bbabc.net is where to go. So Alvirne comes to the line of scrimmage. They put out 4 receivers again. 3 are to the right of Crawford. Crawford in the shotgun with 1 back. That's Mills. Quick throw out and read again perfectly. Another great tackle there by Soden. That's the second one he's had. Another tackle for loss for Dylan Soden. The quick pass out to Ryan Rocheleau, the tight end. And that's going to wind up being a loss of 5 yards for the Broncos. So their net offense so far is -4. Snap on second down, given to Mills. He's got company back there. He's going to lose some more ground. Jack Rizzo, one of the tacklers there for the Bulldogs. So another negative play there for the Broncos. They face, looks like it's going to be, they're going to call that no gain. They're going to give Mills the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and 15 coming up here. Come up to the line of scrimmage. Split receivers, 2 on each side now. Mills in the backfield. Crawford in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Has to evade the rush. Now he's on the run. Trying to get around Bedford rushers. Now he throws the ball away. We'll see what the officials say here. Is this a grounding call, or are they going to give Crawford the incomplete? They're talking it over, and there's no flag, so they're just going to say it's an incomplete pass. 4th and 15, and the Broncos will have to punt it again away once again. Sean Boudreau is the punter. He's going to be back there right on the 2-yard line. Pretty good kick. Going to go out of bounds, though, right at the Bedford 49-yard line. And that is where the Bulldogs will start their second possession. 7:40 left in the first half of the Queen City Jamboree, game number 4 between the Bulldogs of Bedford and the Broncos of Alvirne. And Bedford up 6-0 on a beautiful 58-yard run by Russell Ledger. Danny Black goes to the huddle after getting some last-minute instructions from Coach Zach Matthews. Bedford comes out with a 4-receiver set. Now the officials talking things over here. Seems there's some discussion about where the ball is going to be spotted. Not sure. Okay, now they're going to put it on the. They're going to put it on the Alvirne 48-yard line. Or now they're. It's a little confusing. They initially spotted it at the Bedford 48, then they put it on the Alvirne 48. And now they're marching off 10 yards. I'm not exactly sure why. So Bedford with another penalty, their second one. It's about the only blemish so far on the Bulldogs, 2 penalties for 20 yards. And now they're swapping the ball out, or at least they're looking it over. It could be, okay, I think what they're saying is that Nope, they're putting it back in play. I thought maybe they had the kicker ball. For whatever reason, the officials are delaying this game, and they put the Bulldogs back on their own 42-yard line. Okay, here we go. 7:40 to go. 1st and 10. The snap to Black. He throws it out to Hendershon. He catches it and carries it into Alvirne territory out at the 47-yard line. Correction, Kevin Sheridan was the receiver there, number 88. So it's 1st down. Completed pass on his first try there, Danny Black. Good for 11 yards. Motion by Ledger, but the handoff straight up the middle. Brody Helton with the carry there. That's his second carry, picks up about 5 yards. Second down and 4 here for the Bulldogs. Four receivers for the Bulldogs, running the same set. Black gets the snap, throws it high, but Tagliaferro able to go upstairs and make the catch, and they're going to mark him at the 35-yard line, so it's 1st down for the Bulldogs. So now they're marking him at the 36-yard line. They're going to say he was down there. So 1st down for the Bulldogs at the 36. Here's the snap. Ledger with the carry, makes contact, carries the tackler with him almost to the 1st down marker. I think they're going to mark him just short at the 26-yard line. So Ledger with a second carry, that's 9 yards for him. He's got 67 on 2 carries so far and a touchdown. .5:25 to go here in the half. Bedford up 6-0 on their second possession. 2nd down and 1. 2 in the backfield. Black fakes the handoff, and he just floats the ball over Sheridan's fingertips. He could have had a touchdown right there. Looked like the Black's arm was hit just as he let the ball go, so that might have affected the trajectory of the pass. But now Bedford has a 3rd and 1 with 5:07 left in the half. I would expect them to keep it on the ground here just to pick up the first. Three receivers now for the Bulldogs. 2 in the backfield on either side of Black, running backs. The snap. Handoff to Helton. He makes a cut, gets the 1st down, and then some extra all the way down to the 18-yard line. So Brody Helton getting the 1st down right there. Bulldogs now on the 17-yard line with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs here. Bedford with a split back in motion. Riso, he cuts, doesn't get the ball though. Now down the sidelines, a throw and a catch and a touchdown for Danny Black. He hits Luke Soden on a fade. And Bedford got their second touchdown. They lead 12-0 with the extra point coming up. Luke Soden with the reception. Tagliaferro now for the extra point. Or actually, it looks like they're going to go for two here. Black comes in from the sideline with the play. And they will indeed go for two. Spread offense. Three receivers to the left of Black. Helton in the backfield. Low snap. Black's going to keep it, and he gets tackled. So the conversion's no good. Great tackle there by number 54 for the Broncos. That's Cam Porter. So the Alvirne Broncos hold, and they keep the score at just 12-0. As I mentioned, this is game 3 of today's Jamboree. Right before this game, BG defeated Salem 21-13. Trinity took on Souhegan, defeated them in Goffstown over Memorial as well. And we've got one more game after this one. And the lights are on as the sun goes down over Gill Stadium. .4:17 to go. Bulldogs able to convert both possessions into touchdowns. First one, a 58-yard touchdown run by Ledger Russell, excuse me. And Black with a 17-yard touchdown pass to Luke Soden. Kickoff returned up to the 26-yard line. Mills with the carry once again. And the Broncos will pick it up from there. They have yet to really do anything on offense. In fact, they've been moving backwards. Their net offense so far is about -4. So we'll see if Coach Matt Lee comes up with another play here. Three receiver set. The tight end split off, and that's a handoff to Mills. And he's already met in the backfield. He's going to get dropped for a loss back to the 20-yard line. So another 6-yard loss here. Alvirne really not able to do much against this Bedford front. They are in the backfield before the handoff is even made. So second down and 15, they're going to say. They're going to say he was down at the 21-yard line, Mills was. Second and 15. Three receivers now to the right. Crawford runs into his halfback and gets clobbered, pushed down to the ground. Kind of an aggressive play there by Spencer Henrichon, but then he offers a hand to lift him up as if to say sorry for being a little rough right there. No flag thrown. So another negative play. They're going to send him back another 2 yards. Alvirne's got to get to the 37-yard line for a first down. They're at the 19. So it's 3rd and 18 here. 3 receivers to the left of Crawford. Crawford drops back, cocks his arm, sends it down the sideline. And it's incomplete. That had the potential of being something. Jonathan Santana had the ball in his hands. He was able to catch the ball that went through the hands of the Bedford defender, but then couldn't come down with it. So it's now 4th down from the 19. And Sean Boudreau, one of the busier Alvirne Broncos today, he's got to punt it away again for a 3rd time. Punts away. Tagliaferro picks it up short. He fumbles it. Couldn't get it cleanly, but winds up landing on the ball. So it's at the Alvirne 48-yard line. I thought I saw something on the field. Was that a flag? Not sure. I don't believe they're going to change the marking here, so Bedford will start in Alvirne field position. They're going to be at the 48-yard line. Another program reminder, girls soccer makes its debut on BCTV this season Thursday, August 31st against Hanover, 7 p.m. start. Hope you tune in for that. Bedford up to the line quickly with 4 wide receivers, 2 on each side. Black gets the snap. He faces a rush, manages to get the pass away. Down the middle, here's a chance. Going to the 10, the 5, touchdown. 1 pass, 1 touchdown by Luke Soden. A 48-yard pass by Black. 2nd touchdown pass of the day for the senior quarterback. And Soden with his 2nd reception. This time for 48 yards. 65 yards of receiving for Luke Soden. Both turning into touchdowns. Tagliaferro's kick is up and good. So Coach Matthews decides to just go for 1, and we're going to make it an 18-0 game so far. I'm going to expect to see some more of the bench players in the second half here for the Bulldogs, as the starters seem to be clicking on all cylinders. You're watching the Queen City Jamboree with Bedford and Alvirne. Bedford 105.1 and BCTV will be bringing you every Bedford football contest, road and away. Hope you enjoy watching them and listening on the radio wherever you are. We know we have fans all over the world, friends and family from far locations, all tuning in. Do let us know if you're watching or listening. We will say hello to you. Tagliaferro at the kick. This time it's going to be fielded by number 2, Cam Doran. And he gets it up to the 32-yard line. So pretty good start here for the Alvirne Broncos. Cam Drowan with the returned at about 18 yards. So they'll mark him down at the 32-yard line. The Broncos really with only 1 positive offensive play, a 3-yard carry. Every other offensive play has been a loss of yardage against this very aggressive Bedford front. Crawford's still in there. He's got Mills in the backfield. Crawford drops back. He's got 3 Bulldogs in his face. Completes the pass. Gets it to Mills. And it's a gain of about 2 yards there for Mills. So that at least was a positive play. It's going to be 2nd and 8. for Alvirne. Broncos front line not able to block, and Crawford had 3 Bulldogs chasing him in short order, and he kept his cool and got the pass over to Mills. Of course, he was so far behind the line of scrimmage, the ball traveled almost 10 yards, but it only resulted in about a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 at the 34. Waiting for the snap. Crawford gets it, keeps it, runs forward, picks up a pretty good chunk of yards there, about 4 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 6. So 2 positive plays here for Alvirne. I guess they're just getting back to basics here, moving the ball. And they've got a very makeable 3rd and 4 coming up with 1:06 left in this first half. We'll see if the Broncos can at least extend this possession with a 1st down. Taking their time in the huddle. The clock is ticking away. We're at 45 seconds remaining. Three receivers are to the right. Quick snap. Crawford wheels around, throws off the hands of a receiver, almost intercepted on the bounce by the Bulldogs. Pass intended for Cole Dion. And it went off his hands and almost went into the hands of a Bedford defender. So now it's 4th and 8. And doesn't look like they're going to punt here. I think with 4th and 8, 28 seconds to go here, they might just try to convert this 4th down. No point in punting it away here. So 4th down and 4 with 28 ticks left on the clock. Crawford in the shotgun. Waits, gets the pass, throws it out, and completes it for the 1st down. The ball's fumbled. Picked up by the Bulldogs. Tagliaferro going down the sideline. He's knocked out of bounds at the 27-yard line. So Jonathan Santana able to convert the 1st down, but unable to hold on to the ball. He gets hit, puts it on the ground. Tagliaferro picks it up, returns it for about 30 yards to the Alvirne 27-yard line with 17.8 seconds left. Bedford's going to have a couple of cracks at the end zone here, at the very least, to try a long field goal. Try to add to this 19-0 lead. Up to the line of scrimmage, the Bulldogs go. We'll see how aggressive they are here. Russell in motion. It's a handoff to Helton. Cuts up the middle. Still on his feet. Gets it up to the 17. Call it the 18-yard line. Clock is running, 7 seconds. I don't think Bedford's going to call another play here. They're just willing to let the clock run out, and the half is over. And that's going to do it for the first half of this exhibition contest here in the Queen City Jamboree. Bedford leads 19-0, scoring on 3 of their first 4 possessions, and the only thing that stopped the Bulldogs was the clock. They ran 1 play after the turnover and decided to give the ball up there on the 19-yard line. So let's do a quick review of the scoring. Ledger Russell started off with a 58-yard touchdown run. The extra point was blocked, but Tagliaferro's kick was blocked. That left it at 6-0. And then Danny Black with a 17-yard touchdown pass, a beauty, to Luke Soden. They went for 2, couldn't complete it, and it was Bedford 12, Alvirne nothing. Danny Black on the 3rd Bedford possession found Soden for a 48-yard catch and run. The extra point was good, and that's where we are at now. It's 19-0. Alvirne really not doing much. They did get one first down. Unfortunately, they fumbled the ball away once it was made. Looking at individual performances here, Ledger Russell with 2 receptions, 1 touchdown. Or correction, he had 2 runs for a total of 67 yards. Actually, Bedford is going to resume here, going in the other direction, 19-yard line. And a handoff on a sweep, and it's going to be a touchdown. Bennett Matthews, the sophomore, carrying it in from 19 yards out. Bedford's on the board once again. Bennett Matthews with the 19-yard run. 25-0 is the score. Extra point coming up now. Tagliaferro, the kicker this year apparently. Jack Mays, the holder, number 12. Ball's down, kick is up, and no good. It was wide right. So the score remains 25-0, sorry about that. Scoreboard operator jumped the gun there, putting the extra point up. It was no good. Bedford's 4 for 4 so far in this contest. Quick program note, this is a contest you're going to want to either see in person or at least on BCTV. Girls volleyball, their home opener is Wednesday, September 6th, and it's going to be against the very team that they defeated in the championship, Hollis Brookline. You might recall that one. They were down 2-0, came back and won 3-2 to maintain their undefeated season and win their 3rd title in a row. And it was Hollis Brookline that holds the NHIAA record of 4 straight championships, which Bedford is trying to match this year. So we're going to have that for you on September 6th, the 6:30 start on BCTV. Squib kick by Tagliaferro, picked up by Mills at the 20-yard line. Nice solo tackle there by Thomas Braga. And they're going to mark Alvirne down at the 23-yard line. Will be interesting to see if they put in some of the backups here. Bulldogs have been firing on all cylinders, but Alvirne really hasn't gotten out of the garage yet. We'll see what they do here, if they stick with their starters, if they start putting their replacements in. Maybe Coach Matthews will also do the same. Give some of his underclassmen a chance to get some playing time here with a 25-0 lead. Starters really with nothing much else to prove here. They've been perfect so far. Charlie Crawford's going to stay in at quarterback for the Alvirne Broncos. Handoff to Mills, who cuts to the outside, shakes off a tackle, picks up some pretty good yardage right there, about 6 yards up to the 28-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 4 here for the Broncos. Danny Black, in the meantime, has been nearly perfect. Just 1 incompletion. Thrown 2 touchdowns. Having himself a day. 2nd and 5 is the call. Crawford throws it, completes it. And the tackle made on Cole Dion, number 9, right at the 30-yard line. It's going to still be short of the first, but only by about 3 yards, so 3rd and 3 coming up. Broncos finally making some positive progress here on offense. Still in the huddle. Crawford getting his instructions from Coach Matt Lee on the far sideline. They break the huddle and they come up. Actually, they're calling it a first down. That's the second one for the Broncos. Here's a pass out to the flat over to Cam Drowan. He catches it and brings it upfield by about 3 yards. So second down and 7 coming up here. Broncos putting together a nice drive. We're under the lights here at Gill Stadium. The Manchester skyline off to the side. Beautiful view here from the press box at Gill. Crawford hands it to Mills. He finds a seam. Runs up toward the sideline, gets to first, and he's out of bounds at the 48-yard line. So a big run there by Mills. And the Broncos are putting together a decent drive here with 8:54 left in regulation. First time they've been able to put 2 first downs together on a drive. They had a slow start today. First 3 drives ending up in negative yardage. Now they've been putting things together. Unfortunately, the last drive was a fumble, but this one is moving together nicely. Motion by Dion. Crawford has to roll out, get away from the rush. Now he decides to rush it forward and pick up what he can. He picks up 3 yards. They're going to mark him out at the Bedford 49-yard line, so Alvirne's into Bedford territory. Second down and 7 coming up. Broncos have to get to the 42. Four-man front for Bedford. There's the rush, and there's a pass by Crawford. He's got a man. He had a man open, but it's intercepted. Bedford with the turnover. Javon George with the reception there, the interception for the Bulldogs. Crawford thought he had a man open in Santana. He's been his favorite target today. And Santana was open for a little while, but George is able to cut in, high point the ball, and pull it down. And Bedford takes over on their own 20-yard line. So another turnover here for the Alvirne Broncos. And Bedford starting out once again with the ball at their own 20. Probably the least of their field possession starts today. So 2 in the backfield with the Bedford quarterback. Here's a handoff. Right around the corner goes Alec Corriveau. Picks up 9 yards. Jack May, by the way, is now in at quarterback for Bedford. So Coach Matthews is definitely putting in the bench in the second half. So good start for them. They pick up 9 yards. 2nd down and 1. There's a jump there by a Broncos defender. Number 72, Andrew Dealey, a little too eager there, trying to anticipate the snap. He's going to give Bedford a 1st down on penalty, so add 5 yards up to the 34-yard line. So Bedford's got the ball now with a 1st down at their own 34-yard line. May takes the snap, drops back, finds his receiver into Alvirne territory up to the 46-yard line. It's Dean Poltrinari with the catch. They're going to mark him down at the Alvirne 47-yard line, so good catch and throw there by the Bulldogs, and they started at their 20, and they've already picked up 33 yards, and they're in Alvirne territory with 7:08 to go in the game. They scored on every possession. The only difference is they've missed 3 extra points. 25-0 is your score. Bedford in the lead. There's motion and a handoff to the motion man, number 24. Running, finally brought down at the 41-yard line. Lennox Williams, the carrier for Bedford, number 24. They're going to give him 6 yards there, so 2nd down and 4 on the way here from the Alvirne 41. They come out once again, 3 receivers. 1 receiver is set back from the line. That's Williams. Instead, the ball is handed off to the back. Still running. They get up to the 30-yard line, so they get the 1st down. Alex Corvo, the ball carrier for Bedford, they give him the 30 and a 1st down. 11-yard gain there for Corvo. Under 6 minutes to go here. The finale tonight is going to be the battles between the greens. It's going to be Little Green of Central taking on the green of Pembroke Academy. Division 1 versus Division 2. And I'm pretty sure Alvirne's a Division 2 school as well. Or the Division 1. Okay, thank you very much, Andrew Fenn. May with the snap, catches it with one hand, and he's going to be sacked. Zach Fontes came up from May's blind side, and he gets taken down for a loss of about 7 yards back to the 36-yard line. Now 5 minutes to go. So 3rd and 15 coming up here. That was a 7-yard drop there for Bedford. May just did not see Fontes coming clean. One of the few bright spots here for Alvirne on defense. So 3rd and 15, see what May can do here. He's got 4 receivers spread around. Now a timeout is called. Bedford's going to call a timeout. Coach Zach Matthews is going to want to talk things over here. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast on BCTV in Bedford, as well as on Hudson Television. Our crew today, Andrew Fenn and Caitlin Fitzgerald on camera. Happy to have them along here to bring you this broadcast. Don't forget our football opener next Friday, September 1, against the BG Cardinals, 7 p.m. kickoff from Bedford Stadium. And if you are a parent of a Bedford student athlete or just a fan of Bulldog sports, consider becoming part of the Bedford Athletic Boosters Club. Visit the website bbabc.net. Learn more about the activities of the Booster Club and how they raise funds for the athletic programs here in Bedford. 3rd and 16 is the down and distance. And a handoff on a sweep. Not going to be enough. Bennett Matthews, one of the touchdown scorers today, winds up picking up about 5 yards. It's going to be 4th and 11. And I think that Bedford may just go for it here. Test the arm of young Jack May, the junior. Assuming they call a pass play here. They need to get to the 30 for a first down. 4:24 left. So they're going to send out 4 receivers. High snap. Nope, they're just going to hand it off. So they're crossing up Alvirne here. They might just get the first down too. They get it all the way down to the 11-yard line. Great run there by Alec Corriveau. Crossed up the Alvirne Broncos defense. Certainly crossed me up. I was expecting a throw. They ran out of it. Corriveau with the inside handoff. Ran the slant and picked up about 30 yards on the play. And now Bedford is first down at the Alvirne 11 with 4:02 remaining here in regulation play. So I don't know what Coach Zach Matthews saw there, but he definitely caught Alvirne in the wrong formation. Took advantage of that. Great run there by Corriveau. So they send out 4 receivers. Black's going to call his own number and take it into the end zone for a touchdown. And they're going to bring that back. Penalty call is going to wipe out that touchdown. So Mays, well, it was a good-looking run, even though it's not going to count. Somebody holding for the Bulldogs. They're going to bring that back 10 yards from the spot of the foul, which is somewhere around the 6-yard line. So they're going to be at the 16 now. First and 15. 3:31 to go. Two in the backfield with May. Not sure what the holdup is. Now the officials say they can go. May takes the snap high, collects it, and he throws an interception right over the middle. May's the last defender and gets him down at the Bedford 49-yard line. Zach Rice, number 10, with the big defensive play of the night for the Broncos, erases an offensive opportunity for Bedford. They failed to score, even though they had first and 10 at the 11-yard line. 3:18 left, and I think from here, the Broncos just got to get a score here, just to come away with something positive here at the end of the Jamboree. Bedford's playing their bench on defense. May had a receiver open, but Rice has just read the play and stepped in front of the pass right about the 5-yard line and was able to return it to the Bedford 49. As I mentioned, May was the last man to make a tackle, and he managed to do it. Saved the touchdown, saved the pick six. So new quarterback in for Alvirne. There's a handoff. Pretty good chunk of yardage right there. That's Michael Landmesser, sophomore running back. Picks up 15 yards and a first down for the Broncos. And Sean Boudreau is now in the game for Alvirne as their quarterback, number 8. So now they're at the 33-yard line of Bedford. 2:59 to go. And a false start by 67, Casey Manning. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Officials talking it over. I'm sure it's pretty obvious it was a false start there. And that is exactly what the call is. So 1st and 15 now from the Bedford 38-yard line. 2:53 to go. Boudreau, a quarterback now, takes the snap, rolls left, and decides to keep the ball. I thought he was over the, yep, there's the flag. He was over the line of scrimmage when he made that throw. The throw missed his receiver anyway, so Bedford might just decline this penalty and take the incomplete pass. We'll see what the call is. So it is an illegal pass downfield, quarterback over the line of scrimmage. And they will march this back. This might be a loss of down penalty as well, so a double whammy here for the Broncos. And they are going to walk it off. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty, so it'll be first. So it'll be second. It is loss of down. 2nd and 20 from the 42. So Boudreau throws, finds Santana over the middle, but he can't hold on to the ball. Great hit there by Patrick Dulac, knocked the ball loose. So 3rd down coming up, 3rd and 18 they're going to say. More like 3rd and 19. They have to get to the 23-yard line. They're at the 42, 41 and a half. 2:33 left in the game. No doubt Alvirne will take 2 downs if they need to here. Boudreau takes the snap, tries to evade the rush. He's going to run. Gets by one Bedford tackler, gets out of bounds, and he might be close to the first. They're going to say he stepped out at the 25-yard line, had to get to the 23, so it's going to be 4th and 2 coming up. Boudreau doing a big favor for Alvirne, making this a very makeable short yardage situation here on 4th down. They're coming out of the huddle, no doubt here they're going for it. And a timeout is called by Bedford. Zach Matthews wants to talk things over with his defensive players on how to defend this 4th and 2. Let's take some time out here to give you a quick scoring update. Bedford scoring on their first 4 possessions of the game. Ledger Russell with a 58-yard touchdown run put Bedford on the scoreboard first 6-0. The extra point was blocked by Tagliaferro's extra point block. Danny Black with a 17-yard touchdown pass to Luke Soden 2-point attempt, no good, so it was 12-0 there after 2 possessions. On the third possession, Danny Black finding Soden again, this time a 48-yard pass and run, and they successfully completed the extra point, made it 19-0, and then off a turnover, off a fumble, late in the first half, Bedford resuming possession in the second half, and it was Bennett Matthews with a 19-yard run. Extra point was missed wide right. 25-0 is your score. Here's the handoff, or the snap, and Boudreau's calling his own number right up the middle. Gets that first down on the 4th and 2. So the Broncos still alive here with 2:08 to go. They just want to get on the scoreboard here so they can come away with something. They had a rough start offensively, a lot of negative plays. They had a turnover. They had 2 turnovers today, I should say. 1 fumble, 1 interception. But they've put together some pretty good-looking drives here in the second half. Boudreau, there's a handoff, and a great tackle there by Noah Casamasino. But they throw the flag here. We'll see what that's about. It was a play for about a 1-yard loss, and they're going to call a hold on Alvirne, so they're marching backward. We'll see where they spot that holding call. Coach Matthews might decide to decline and take the down here rather than give it to him. Will it be 1st and 20 or 2nd down and 11? Because that was a tackle for loss. It appears they are going to decline the penalty. Not entirely sure. They haven't moved the ball. Nope. Now they're going to. Yep, they're going to take the penalty. March them back to the 32-yard line. So 1st and 20 here for the Alvirne Broncos. Clock is running with 2 minutes left. Boudreau calls his own number. Tried a little deception there, faking the handoff to Michael Landmesser, who acted like he had the ball, but the quarterback Boudreau up the middle to the 26th-yard line. Picks up 6 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 14 coming up. Clock running, 1:30 to go. Alvirne's got 3 timeouts. Not too early to use them. Three receivers set out there. And it's a handoff to Landmesser. Evades 1 tackler. Gets it up to about the 20-yard line. So they've got a 3rd and 8 coming up here with 58 seconds. Like I said, they got timeouts, but they're not calling them. They may just be willing to let the clock run out here. Just be satisfied with a pretty effective drive here, although it's been marred by multiple penalties. 3rd and 9, they've got 1 more play to go here. We'll see if they can convert this. Maybe they'll call a timeout just to make a play for the end zone. 30 seconds to go. 3rd and 9. A blitz by Bedford. Boudreau carries, still carries, gets away free, gets all the way down to the 5-yard line. Touchdown saving tackle there by Luke 10. Boudreau was evading Bedford tacklers. He would have made it the end zone if 10 didn't knock him down. And now they call a timeout. Indeed they do. The Broncos decide to call a timeout. They're 1st and goal at the 5. They've got 16.5 seconds. They've got 2 more timeouts. Why not? Let's work on this goal line offense here. Knock those double zeros off the scoreboard. Come away with a score. Things have really cleared up here since the start of the game. We had some heavy mist, and even though it is a little hazy out there, the rain has stopped. It's a rather humid night, but temperatures are moderate. Enjoyable night for football here in New Hampshire. And as soon as this contest is over, you're going to have the Little Green of Central meeting up with the Spartans of Pembroke Academy, a Division I versus Division II contest here to wrap up the Queen City Jamboree here in downtown Manchester. So here we go, 4 receivers set here for Alvirne. There's a snap. Boudreau fumbles the ball as he was rolling to his right. Now he picks it up and takes it out of bounds. He's going to gain a little bit of yardage. He's going to pick up about, oh, let's see here. He was on the 5-yard line. Nope, it's going to be actually a loss, but at least he maintained possession. He stopped the clock going out of bounds. So 10 seconds to go. 25-0 is the score here. Bedford on top. They're going to mark him at the 9-yard line, so a loss of 4. So maybe 2 more plays here for the Broncos. We'll see if they go to the air. They do send out 4 receivers, 2 on each side. Landmesser is the back to block for Boudreau. Bedford sending the blitz. There's a throw for the end zone. And it's caught. Santana makes the catch. A little bit of volleyball in the end zone. The Bedford defender could not make a play on the ball. I believe that was number 38 or 39, Javon Georges. He was fighting for possession. He had his hands on the ball. It went off his hands, and Santana just kept his eye on it and was able to come up with it. So the Alvirne Broncos are going to walk away with at least 6 points here against the Bedford Bulldogs on a bit of a Hail Mary throw, kind of a tip ball. They just put it up, Boudreau just put it up, see if Santana's best receiver can come down with it. Now here's a kick, and it looks good. And that's going to, well, I guess they're going to kick it off. There's 2.4 seconds left. Alvirne gets on the board. Santana with a 9-yard touchdown play there for the Broncos. So I would have to say that Coach Matthews should be pretty pleased with his team's performance here. His starters definitely were clicking on all cylinders. 4 for 4 touchdowns on possessions. 2 turnovers as well. A couple of penalties early, but they were able to overcome those. Meanwhile, Alvirne, Coach Matt Lee, he had a pretty rough start here tonight against the starters, but once he got his players going in the second half and Bedford had their bench players out there, was able to move the ball, had to overcome a couple of turnovers, a bunch of penalties. But it's pretty obvious that Jonathan Santana is the, or Jonathan Santana, I should say, is their top target out there. Pretty much all the passing plays went to him tonight. So Sean Boudreau, also the kicker, made that extra point. He's going to kick this away, pretty much end the contest. 2.4 to go. Boudreau squibs it, and it's going to be Ledger Russell putting his knee down at the 27-yard line, and that, well, not quite. They're going to leave 0.3 seconds left on the clock. I guess they're going to make the teams kneel it out. So once again, thank you for tuning into our broadcast. Our crew, Andrew Fenn, Caitlin Fitzgerald on camera. Hope you enjoyed this. We'll be back on the air on Friday, September 1st, the home opener, the season opener. Your defending champion Bulldogs against the Cardinal of Bishop Girton. 7 o'clock. Tune in on the 1st. So Bulldogs offense back out there. Broncos defense are in kind of a prevent position here just in case somebody tries to throw a long pass. I don't think that'll happen. May takes the snap. He kneels down. That's the game. Your final, Bedford 25, Alvirne 7. Thanks for tuning in. You're watching Bedford football on BCTV.